While clearing the battlefield, the soldiers unexpectedly captured a cannon, but no artillery shells were found in the vehicle. Without shells, the cannon was nothing more than scrap metal. Although the captain was somewhat disappointed, he still brought the cannon back to the base. A bespectacled soldier read the inscription on the cannon and immediately recognized it as the super cannon personally bestowed by the Japanese emperor. Meanwhile, the bald Japanese officer, upon learning that the emperor's gifted cannon was lost, grew extremely anxious and didn't know what to do. Left with no choice, he decided to negotiate with the soldiers. Early the next morning, the base received a letter from the bald officer. It clearly stated that they were willing to exchange supplies for the cannon. The captain knew this was the best chance to trick the Japanese army.
还真别说，上次咱们抢那门炮，真是鬼子天皇赐。
But he didn't take advantage of the situation. Instead, in his reply, he only asked for basic food supplies like rice, flour, and peanuts, just enough to fill their stomachs. When the bald officer saw the reply, he thought they were planning to ambush him during the exchange. Terrified, he gathered all his troops and rushed to the agreed location, ready to open fire at the slightest sign of trouble. The soldiers had indeed set up an ambush, but only with straw men and fake guns placed in the woods. The purpose of creating this illusion was to use the opportunity to empty the Japanese army's arsenal. The captain ordered his men to seize the chance and take everything from the enemy's weapons depot. Unaware that he was about to be robbed, the bald officer arrived at the exchange point and immediately noticed figures hiding in the forest. Smirking to himself, glad he had brought enough men, he ordered his subordinates to ask how the exchange would proceed. The soldiers demanded that the officer and his adjutant carry over the grain sack by sack. Though extremely reluctant, the officer had no choice but to obey when he saw the grenade placed inside the cannon barrel. Hours later, the officer finally moved all the supplies over. True to his word, the captain prepared to return the cannon, but only allowed the officer to come retrieve it alone. To successfully take back the emperor's cannon, the officer had to suppress his anger and approach the captain.
下次见面，我一定会杀了你。
The officer grabbed the cannon and ran, but it was too heavy, and he soon grew exhausted. When he stopped to rest, he suddenly noticed the figures in the woods being blown over by the wind. Only then did he realize he had been fooled.